What up, YouTube? Welcome to Healing Power Divine Universe. I am a messenger for the higher power, and obviously, God doesn't sleep very much, obviously, because I am again starting early today because I have a ton of messages I need to deliver, and it will keep me busy all day. I claim not to work, I guess is what people say. I'm too lazy to work. It's 5:30 in the morning. I woke up at 4. This is typically the time I get started. So fuck those people, I want to say. This is going to be a channeled message regarding a tauras. So let's get started here. I will start by showing you the tarot and oracle cards I pulled first, and then we'll move on to the channeled message here. Okay, so we have the presence of love will always cast out fear. Truth being told, telling the truth now, or tell the truth now, you too will continue to have the horrible karma too. Psychic and Hopkins Witch speaking out to stop their curses now. Thank you, Sunny. The Rebel. Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A man in uniform, a police officer, a military man. It could be a government official. It could be an undercover cop. A U.S. Marshal, I doubt. Who else? Anyone and everyone. This could also be a father figure that abuses his power. But I believe this is probably someone with the CIA or FBI that is cutting out the bullshit and really looking into what the situation was about. We have Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Semi-sextile, allowing, encourages, sees the potential in, clarifies, gives hope, contemplates, intunes, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, and rewards. This is a sign of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. I surrender to a greater power than me. Loving, positive relationship. Love is too special to stay in a relationship with a horrible person. Please have self-love and respect. Love God too. Love yourself first. Self-love and respect. Ripeness. Four of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ten of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Being stabbed in the back 10 times. We're at an ending here. Two of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. 10th house, reputation, career, responsibilities, achievement, fame, notary, standing, authority figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle, empire. This is a sign of Capricorn. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Swingers Club, LOL. Too much sex, PU, STDs, rotten pussies and dicks too. Pew, I can smell you too. The Lover's card, sign of Gemini, or it could represent having two choices in love. The Star, somebody becoming a star or thought they were a star, or somebody that thought their wishes were going to come true with this situation. Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Fool, which came out in almost all of my readings. Somebody that is going to take that step off of that cliff into the unknown. There could be a loyal dog that's present too. And then the last card is Complexity. Irates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, and transforms. Sign of Aries, Virgo, and Scorpio. Okay, so okay, now this is not about a fake sister who is not Kinder Y, by the way. She is not even a tauras, so she claimed on her fake court hearing documents. Her name is Cassie and isn't a DFS worker according to her background check that was never done by DFS in that wonderful toxic town, Rawlins, Wyoming. She is one of the women that came into my beautiful home and took my daughter away for nothing, then had her way into this fucked up fake case too, then decided to get hooked on heroin too. I suppose that was her karma for being a fucking fake witch too, and acting like I was a horrible mom in her fucked up fake reports and fucked up heroin state of mind too. Now, I have to gloat about this and also tell everyone this fucking funny ass story even if it shocks my subscribers. But then again, I am never to lie, and it is so true, why not share it with her too? As by the way, she isn't alive again today. So sit back, but I don't recommend popcorn or food this time. Laugh my fucking ass off again. So her and that other heroin addict, Carly, showed up at my house wanting a UA sample. Well, for one, a real Hopkins witch will never give bodily fluids to fucking anyone ever again. And number two, there was a good reason not to fucking fall for their fucked up fake court ordered period. So I had a stomach flu, so I claimed, but in reality drank nothing to give me the shit so bad I couldn't stop the overflow of my clogged toilet. And in the process, they wanted a UA sample, so I enjoyed watching that stupid skinny bitch Cassie smell my shit as she stood by that bathroom door where I sat and continued to shit so much she was not smiling at all. The toilet was overflowing with the smell of not roses according to her fake-ass report, and she couldn't ignore that nasty shit smell and was never to be cleaned up again according to their fucked up realities. But in the real reality, I spent 3 years remodeling that crack house for free for that devil worshiper that is such a horrible mom that her kids hate her so bad. They called the real DFS, but were met with nothing again. As they too are fucked each day too. Anyways, back to the shit story. So in the real reality, the tree roots are still destroying that backed up plumbing, as Jen R is too fucked up now to actually have the plumbing fixed, and too selfish with that rent money, as she too is a fucking nobody, as she claims to be dead at least once a month too. Okay, let's grieve that bug-eyed lying sack of shit when it is her turn, which is my mom's next victim, as she too claimed I took her boy's money too, but in reality that was her handyman and his fucked up friend that were so high they fucked up that kitchen that she still hates, not today anyways, as it is so fucking dirty. You can't see where they slopped paint everywhere, as she wanted everything done right there and then. Okay, again, let's move back to that smell that made Cassie's eyes water. And just to clarify, she never did walk out with that sample. But I sure did laugh when they finally decided I was not going to ever break to their fucked up fake court warrant for fucking nothing at all. And they were in for a real fucking treat, as I am that badass high priestess those fake tarot card readers claim to be. So each time they would show up, I wouldn't offer them my sweet cancer hospitality. And when they showed up with 2 corrupt cops, I again told them to fuck off. And they would try to say I am court ordered, so then I'd say go ahead and arrest me. And again they would say they didn't want to didn't want to bug that Dutch fake witch and cunt Judge Snyder. So they again would walk away with their needles shoved in their asses like they claimed when I went to DFS to fuck them again, to provide another non-existent UA sample, and then was accused of hiding something in my boob this time. But it was not that. It was because I was so fucking abused. I hate for lesbians to see my pussy too. What these fucked up people didn't see is I am never to be scared of them, and they didn't know who they were truly fucking with. So again, a big fuck you to Judge Snyder and that so-called government office. And by the way, they are not working any day, as they too are alcoholics, as they claimed my mother was in that report. And who gives a fuck what my mother did after my brother and I were not home to see, including my daughter, who loves her the fucking most. So to that bitch, my mother haunts your fucking rotten ass the most too. And she loves to move that ugly picture on your wall that scares you so much you about shit yourself. Laugh my fucking ass off. And by the way, Cassie, the moral of this story is I smelt your bullshit the most that stupid ass day. So in return, I allowed you to think I would not stop shitting that day, just so you could truly see who you were fucking with before my mother got to you. By the way, you love my daughter, you claim. Well, she's coming for you real soon to arrest you too. And by the way, I am seeking the death penalty for you, Jen, Alex R., Melissa H., and that fat cunt Judge Snyder. And by the way, I know you can still smell my shit, as you took nothing that day again, and the next day, and the day after, and on and on. Now, who is a badass? I believe it isn't that heroine's dad today, as by the way, he lives in that house down the street that they claimed her mother died in too, the same day that house burnt to the ground and was rebuilt and never sold, as your stepmother claimed. Now again, who isn't psychic? I believe it is that Carly too, and tell her that I smelt her rotten ass too the most that day, lol. Good luck, as again I am shitting again, and this time I bet Cassie won't be by. And Carly too, as she can't stop drinking long enough to see those blinking lights that listen to her the most when she is high. By the way, I am seeking the death penalty for that elite fucked up DFS fake office, but instead I know that you and Carly think they will not rat on you the most, as you still try to create a fake story. But in the real reality, that cunt totally is ratting on you too. Carly was too, caught on my camera that was noticed in my living room, and tried to turn it and lost her ring, lol, not in a sober reality. Thank you, God, again, for sending those two fake witches too, as I am never to lie, and one day they'll be made to smell their cellmates' shit, up until they are met with another needle that will end their pathetic lives too, and I'll be there to watch those fucked up bitches die for their parts they played in my abused life today, and my badass daughters too. Good luck, as she isn't across the street, as she too smelt that Jen's rotten stench pussy too. Laugh my ass off. Peace and blessings.